Hi there, this is Stargazer, and today I am ranking all the films from the Star Wars series. Number 12, Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. For me, The Rise of Skywalker does as much right as it does wrong. Certain aspects of what I think should be included in the saga's finale are here, but the film feels soulless in what the generic brand of Star Wars would look, sound, and feel like. Overall, The Rise of Skywalker provides a base level of enjoyment while being my least favorite film put out to date. Number 11, The Clone Wars. Given that this film was originally planned to be the first 4 episodes of the series by the same name, and more or less forced to be a theatrical release with a minimal budget, it holds its own as a light, fun, animated adventure for Star Wars fans to find enjoyment in. That being said, I agree that any Star Wars film being put to the big screen should have more time and funding to achieve what the rest of the movies on this ranking do. Number 10, Solo: A Star Wars Story. Solo is held back by the direction of 2 very different creators who worked on the film, and corporate influence. Despite this, the film still delivers a stellar origin story written by the Kasdans. While the story may have been better off as a standalone series on Disney+, I enjoyed seeing it in theaters and smile every time I put it on. Number 9, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. The Phantom Menace is equal parts a political commentary and childhood adventure film, and that alone is just incredible. While the film does not always come together as masterfully as the original trilogy did, there is still so much to enjoy here. From the aesthetic, to the music, to the new era of storytelling that captivated so many children when it was first released. The Phantom Menace is fun, serious, and a wholehearted George Lucas movie at the end of the day. Number 8, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Attack of the Clones suffers from the same lack of cohesion that The Phantom Menace has, along with some acting and direction that is questionable. Despite its drawbacks, Attack of the Clones is full of spectacle, periods of high-octane action, and a story that is essential to the Star Wars universe. Number 7, Episode 4, A New Hope. Now this is Star Wars. A New Hope should be paraded around and celebrated in every way for being the first film to do what no one had ever seen before. That being said, I am not one of those fans that gives it a top place just because it is the original. A New Hope, or simply Star Wars, is an injection of pure George Lucas philosophy, world building, and personal beliefs that comes together as a triumph of the human spirit and filmmaking genius. Number 6, Episode 7, The Force Awakens. The Force Awakens fills me with excitement every time I revisit it. This film is the epitome of coming home. While derivative and still too similar to the originals for me to rank it higher, The Force Awakens brings a lot to enjoy from the genuine performances, score, and mixture of special effects. The Force Awakens is an averagely fun time spent in the Star Wars galaxy. Number 5, Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Now things are heating up. Return of the Jedi is an epic conclusion that is written like an ancient morality tale within the struggle between the light and dark side of the Force. Return of the Jedi is not perfect, and those minor blemishes do not warrant being mentioned, because everything that Return of the Jedi does right, it blows out of the park. From the action, writing, and effects, this is a stellar send-off for the original story. Number 4, Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. Rogue One is one of the most surprising movies I've ever seen. Not really sure how a Star Wars spin-off would pan out, Rogue One nails standing on its own while also feeling essential to any Star Wars viewing. It dares to do some things new that pay off throughout the film's runtime, with excellent acting, pacing, and a climax, filling in this part of the Star Wars story. Number 3, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now we enter the trifecta. A prequel, original, and sequel that I believe are so close to perfection that mentioning a flaw pales in comparison to the triumph these movies are. Revenge of the Sith is an operatic apocalypse for the light side of the Force, and for me and so many others, we are here for it. The non-stop action of this film gives it a scale unlike any other film in this ranking. The weight of pain this film evokes is equally matched by its spirit and eternal hope that the Star Wars series is based on. Number 2, Episode 8, The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi is in many ways an unconventional Star Wars film, but it works because the original Star Wars trilogy was so unconventional for its time. I appreciate all this movie introduces and continues for the saga. This film begs deep questions with a strong cohesion between writing and direction. The Last Jedi teaches some of the most important lessons and includes awe-inspiring moments that will stand the test of time. Number 1. Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. And finally, my favorite and many people's favorite film of all time, The Empire Strikes Back. So much has been said about the second Star Wars installment, but to me, the essence of this film cannot be captured in words. It truly needs to be watched and experienced to understand the emotional weight this film carries. I love everything about The Empire Strikes Back and believe it will always stand amongst the best Star Wars has to offer. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.